And welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. It is me, your boy Rico No Suave, here on a 1-2-1-2, ready to go with each and every one of you guys, man. I tell you, every time that I don't see you, if I don't hear from you, I miss you for a week, everybody. Pero bienvenido a todos, mi gente. Hoy es miércoles, ya tú sabes, mi gente, and I am super happy to be back. Man, there's so many things that's been going on in this world, but I have to tell you, staying positive is one of the biggest things that you can do with a smile, right? No matter what you're going through, everyone, hey, I know I go through it as well too, and we're all human, but we stick together and we rock this world together in positivity. So we got a fun-filled show for you guys today as well too. You guys gonna enjoy yourself, but thanks for being with us for this hour because we're here on the Rico No Suave show. All right, everybody. So there's some things that's going on in Chicago. There's things that's going on around the world, right? And because of our president, there's some enforcements that's actually happening to be able to work with federal agents, the police force. I shouldn't say the police force. I would say federal agents, and that's ICE. And the federal agents is in Chicago, and one of the things is that they're coming down here to basically take and deport people that look Hispanic, that they think that they're immigrants, which that's a problem for me. But also, what happens is that they're also going where the gangs are at. For example, the Venezuelan gangs. And okay, I understand they're here illegally, but they're also causing havoc to Chicago. Okay, two things about that, right? Good and evil. We get the evil out the way, that's fine. But making sure that if a Venezuelan is actually here and if a Venezuelan is actually a citizen, what do you do with that? So this also goes to my next piece is Jesse, the alderman, Jesse Fuentes. I think this was unnecessary because being in politics, and I know what it takes to actually be into politics because, when you're watching it, you see the tactics, you see things that actually happens if you're going against someone that they try to put something against you in order for them to threaten you to be able to come out of politics. And Jesse is a strong person, very strong person, and the voice shows it, but also the action shows it as well, too, to my people from Puerto Rico, right? Representing Humboldt Park, representing the people from Humboldt Park, but around Chicago in general. They came up and they actually just arrested and tried to arrest, and the way that they did it was the force. I saw some videos, and the videos itself was interesting, but it was also, it was unbelievable, I have to say, to be able to see someone who I've actually met, to be able to get arrested, and next thing you know, they take the handcuffs off, and then they leave. I think this is a threat that we're seeing with people that look like immigrants. And I'm not just saying just for the Latino, but because there's focus on the Latino, but there's immigrants from Poland, there's Ethiopian, there's African, there's all around that they're actually going. But of course, the media is showing exactly just what they want to show in regards to what Trump, our president, is actually, I'm sorry, when I say our president, the president of the United States is actually doing to try and make the world better. I'm going to leave it off on this one, is that, U.S. was built off of the immigrants, people that came over to the U.S. But what I will tell you is this, is that when you falsely accuse someone and you try to arrest them, that's just like anyone that's being falsely accused for killing someone or falsely accused of abusing someone or falsely accused of someone being robbed. This falsification, you have to be able to get the paperwork. You have to have the witnesses. You have to have everything in play. And I really feel bad because I teach in the dance community, and for me to be able to go to a club and see how empty because people are scared that they're going to be taken by ICE is a big thing. So I just want you guys to know that we're praying for the world. Not just Chicago, we're praying for the world, for people that's, of course, from immigration, that's not citizen. we hope that this gets better for everyone. So prayers goes out to everyone and their families. All right, let's get it on. Let's get it on. All right. You know, when I'm bringing this gentleman back, and when I tell you I'm bringing back history, we bring something back of culture. We bring something back from the 70s, the 80s, but we also bring back memories. We bring back things that has always looked at Chicago when it comes to house music. But also, this gentleman has written songs. He's a singer, and I'm a witness of that. The dancing piece, I haven't witnessed that. But I can tell when it comes down to the heart of what he's done as far as choreographing. But he's also the author of the Real Dance Fever books itself. I want you guys to put your hands together for none other than my man, Jose Gringo Echevarria. How are you, Papa?
Doing good.
Man.
What's going on, everybody out there? Hello, mi gente, mi gente.
Eso.
Did you hear what he just said? I mean, Rico, we love you even more because you're real with us.
Thank you.
And representing what you just did for La Raza, for all of us.
Claro.
Because all of us are living a very uncertain time.
Yeah.
And it's our neighbors and it's our family. So my hat's off to you because
Thank you.
The world is watching us.
Yep.
And the world is watching your show.
Yes, sir.
So thank
Yes, sir.
you for throwing that branch out to us.
Thank you.
We appreciate that. Thank you.
No, for sure, all day, because I think what happens is that we talk about reality but we talk about reality not to get canceled, but for people to know the truth.
Absolutely.
Right? I think the objective is to be able to know the truth and to be able to make it happen, for people to know that's out there as well, too. So thank you guys so much for actually tuning in to the Rico No Suave show. We're here with none other than, I'm going to be calling him Gringo because I've been calling him Gringo for years. So this is Gringo, but to you guys, it's Jose. So Gringo, man, let's get it on, man, because there's so many things that, of course, we had you on the show many years ago, and I'm kind of glad to say many years ago because the show has been going on for going on our 8th year now. So, man, so I think you were the first ones to actually come on to the show, and that was like in 2018. Yeah, so welcome back. So let's talk about house music, because house music is something that Chicagoans like us, we take pride of, right? The all-star dances, we need to know how was that formed, because that was formed directly from you. So talk to us in regards to how that was formed.
Well, okay, house music was a little bit before the All-Star Dancers.
Okay.
That's where we wanted to look for places to go dance, and there really wasn't a place for us to go dance, anyone that had any kind of color. But there was the underground places like the warehouse, power plant, and that went on all night.
Yeah.
Historically, beautiful. The music was amazing.
Yes.
You wouldn't hear that in the radio.
Yes.
So, and then we would party there. The All-Stars came out because of that. We used to dance so much, and we used to hang around. I love the music so much that they asked me, they said, well, Gringo, why don't you get some people together? And usually, it's funny because when we used to dance, everyone used to dance. Meaning my friends in the school, and everyone used to do dance. They said, Gringo, you're the only freaking guy that does productions. You don't do dances, dude. You have to have big old productions. So they told me, why don't you get some dancers together?
Yes, sir.
So that's how it happened. We went all over the Schurz, Clemente, Park, Lane Tech, all the high schools, we were hitting them. And it was great. And we had an amazing, amazing group of kids together. And we actually came together because of music and art. Because we come from different parts in life.
That's right.
With our own ups and downs. And music, we gravitated to that.
Yeah.
And out of that, we kind of got our kind of therapy sort of as we dance.
The one thing that I like about knowing that you went to the different schools, because they and back in the day it used to be battles, right? You remember the battling, right? But then you had the different groups that actually formed as well too. That it wasn't, I wouldn't say it was competition, because competition to us back in the day was everybody, let's get in a circle and let's show our moves, right? And I think because you came up with All-Stars, where did you come up with All-Stars? How did All-Stars come about?
It's funny. I'm glad you asked me me that. Well, All Stars came because my brother was the first one that started doing discos and doing events. And back then, in the late 70s, early 80s, well, they rented the church and then they would pay $2 and people go and dance.
Yeah.
And then finally he did the Pan American Festival.
Yeah.
At Navy Pier.
Uh-huh.
So he would do all that, and his production was called the All Star Productions.
Okay.
So he did something like what you do. He
Yes.
would bring people in, interview them, and all kinds of people. So out of that, I was inspired to do that. And then he told me, "Go ahead. Why don't you use the All Star name? It's in the family." And I was like, "Okay." So shout out to my brother Lorenzo Sandos.
Let's go.
Known as Pinky.
Pinky.
He's president of the All Star Productions.
Let's go.
Because of him, we're called the All Stars. All Star Dancers.
Let's go. Yeah. Hey, so when we talk about All Stars, whenever I think about when you start saying the interviewing piece, I think about Live on B96. When they had Julian Jumping Perez and the guys and everybody used to interview the people that was around. That was a fad during that time, right? That was kind of the thing of where All-Star dancers. How many was in the group for the All-Star dancers?
Well, it changed throughout the years. I know we lasted a good 14 years, and that's a lot because I had different dancers, and they would come in and out. Yeah. But at any time, I would have like 30.
Wow.
Sometimes I have 20, depending. But it was a big old group, and also the other groups that we battled against, because it was rough battling in the groups,
Sure.
They also would go from the same high schools that you were saying, like Schurz and Maine Tech. So we were a small group, but we were each other's frenemy. We were each other's competition. We were each other's I like her and I like him. Yeah. So it was that kind of of a circle,
Sure.
And we learned a lot from that era. I really got to say, and I learned a lot artistically because that was the one thing I wanted to do was just have somebody and do dances and do choreographies. Yeah.
Choreographing is not easy. I try to tell people that when it comes down to choreographing, it's not that easy. So I think because when it comes down to trying to figure out what moves to do next, brand new, so nobody else sees the same moves. Mm-hmm. It's like, what do I come up with? Okay. Right? In Gringo's mind, because you're very artistic, and when it comes to being creative, how was it that the choreographs that you put together to try not to have the same moves?
Oh my God, man, these questions are really good. Let me tell you why they're so good. Because see, back then, when the music was going on, which it was like mainly radio disco and stuff like that. And then since my brother had a record pool and we had DJs, I would always get new demos from Europe and other places.
Nice.
And Don't You Want Me Baby from Human League and stuff. That wasn't even out. So I was like, doing those kind of mixes for the dancers.
Yes, sir.
Now, how did I get the dances was that all the other dancers were doing mainly the street kind of dancing. And I would mix it with a little modern, a little jazz for the kids and put a little street into it. Yeah. And you would just ask me, how did I do a dance that no one would copy? Well, you know what? I learned also that, I also asked my brother one time, I said, dude, how do you do these productions and how do you do these flyers so everyone else won't copy you? And he told me, as an artist, don't worry if you're copied because no one can do you.
Let's go.
So when I used to do my dances and there were battles, I would have my room open, and the other dance groups were there, and my dance groups would tell me, well, Gringos, they're looking at us. And I said, it's okay, don't worry about it. And I'm going to tell you another thing. Now that we're older, we've had reunions, and in the reunions, when everyone gets together to do that kind of bus stop, the dance they do is mine, because everyone always was learning my... So that's why I say to everyone out there, art never dies and art never gets old.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
There's always someone else that brings it up to life and sees it with a different eye.
I love it.
Thank you for that.
I love that. Gringo, when we talk about the different moves that we call out, like the running man, the cabbage patch, the kid and play, stuff like that, because I think because you being creative as you are, and when that legacy lives on for you, right? Which I really love about that, because you actually instilled into the growing years of kids as they're growing up. They still have these in their head, right? Even if they didn't stay with you and they did that kind of rebel, they got something what stuck with them and say, oh yeah, I used to be in that group, right? And we used to do this and we used to do that. 14 years is a long time.
Yeah.
Right? 14 years because it's continuously trying to get better and do what you have to do, but you're making a name for yourself.
Yeah.
Right? And your name still lives on, of course, because of this. When it comes down to fashion,
Fashion. Oh, wow.
let's talk about the fashion piece, right? The fashion piece.
That's
let's
a
talk
good one.
about how fashion was back then, where you guys, of course, doing choreographs, but how you actually related to the real world
Oh, wow.
with dancing.
Well, okay, I tell you. So back then, since we were young and we wanted to be fashionable, and we used to see the magazines, and either we would try to sew something together. But I tell everyone out there, the fashion back then were like big old shoulder pads. You can fall asleep standing up. Big old shoulder pads, bro. They were like space. And the bigger the better. We would put them on. We were like that. And then the pants were baggy parachute pants.
Yeah,
Oh
like
man,
MC
a
Hammer.
lot of bright colors. Yeah, like MC Hammer. Yeah, just like
Yeah.
that. The hair was always all like a mohawk.
Yes.
Really nice with a nice shave.
Yes,
To the
yes,
side.
yes.
There was a lot of big hair for the girls, a lot of bright colors in their face.
Yeah.
I remember the girls used to get Lee nails, used to press on.
Yeah.
And then, when they would do that slow dance with the guys, and after they leave the guys back, the nails are stuck on their guys' back. So that was the fashion, But we used it a lot in our own dances also, So
Okay.
we were like, use it in and out because we wanted to look fashionable, walking outside. you know.
Yeah, of course.
But look it up because in the 80s it was like big old shoulder pads. I mean, for most of the fashion was shoulder pads.
Yeah, that's so cool, man. The one thing that I love about that is being able to make sure that you let people know that we're iconic of during that time of fad, right?
Yeah,
during that time of what we have. So I think because the 80s, I have to say the 80s was a really great year when it came to fashion, when it came to music.
I
right?
agree.
And when it came to even just house music and just the different genres that just came together, but it was more of, man, you just felt good when you went outside to actually have a good time, And even if it was like in the streets, right? Even in the streets and you just dancing in the streets, it was just a great thing. Because fashion was such a great thing for you and for your team itself. Was there like a specific color that you guys actually really focus on? That was kind of like, hey, this is gringo right here.
No, not really. We really never had a specific color. We're like really shy all the time. My group and my girls never. I told them, listen, be very timid. Don't be showing off to people and say, listen, this is who we are. I thought because one day we're going to be old and people are going to say you're old and you're wearing those colors. So I really don't have a lot of specific colors that I show people. But the dancers, they're always showing. The other dancers are like, look at my color, look at my color. I'm not. I'm like, I always represent my color very classy, very demure. That's president.
I love that,
like
man. I love
that.
that. All-star represent. All-star represent. I love that, man. I love that. So let's talk about real quick because, time fly by fast when we're having fun, right? The mayor.
Oh, wow.
You got honored. You got honored as far as by the mayor itself, and this is so talk to you about your experience because, and if you also got honored with other mayors or anyone else, that's good too. But this one here, because this is our present mayor, what was it like to be able to get honored, and how did that come about?
Okay, well, first of all, thank you for bringing that up.
Yes, sir.
I am here, and I want everyone to know, as the older I get and the older we get, we have to recognize why we get to where we get in life. So I'm here, even though you talk about the All-Stars, I'm here because of them.
Yeah.
I see their stories, I say their stories. I lost a lot of them along the way. Peer pressure, drug, all that goes along with it. So I'm here in their honor, and that's why I stand. I had to believe in their dreams because they believe their minds no matter how far it seemed.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, blah, 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 blah. Now I'm here with you. I was here with you your first time that you had your first year in your show.
Yeah.
You know, so what I'm getting at is that, and then even out of that, ba-da-da-da-da, and then I had my books, and then then they were adapted into a play. So what I'm saying that we all have some shoulders that we stand on that get us to somewhere.
Yeah.
And we always have to I recognize you, and I thank you for that.
No, I appreciate you
And
all
that's
day.
one of the reasons why I'm here. How I got to the mayor was because I know that another person, Vilma Colon, she's a former alderwoman. She heard of me. She's seen some of my interviews. We've talked, and she wanted to let the mayor know our story, let the mayor know so many All-Stars that gave back to the community, and let the mayor know about all these talented people that gave back and are still giving back.
Yeah.
So I was nominated by her. The experience in that chamber was amazing. And the way they greeted you, and it was just an experience that I would never forget. And then I felt very honored, and I was emotional because, ladies and gentlemen, you see me with this strong shirt that says "All-Star is powerful." I cry all the time.
Yes.
I mean, because I was thinking of my All-Stars, and I was thinking, you know, here I am, and I'm in the chambers, and it's not about me.
Yeah.
Because I sat there, but in their honor, you know, and I thought about them, and then I said, man, and each personality, I would bring them up, and then I say, hey, man, Troy, you know, look what we did. We were on the streets. We were hungry. You know, we were
Yeah.
dancing. We didn't care we were hungry. We were dancing. We were having a good time.
Yes.
You know, and that's that time back then. But the mayor was absolutely a gentleman. I talked with him for a while. He wanted to know a little bit about the All-Stars and, you know, why do I do what I do, he was so gracious enough to speak to me. So when you see that picture up there, and even though there's no one behind me, I always look at it like spiritually. I say, wow, you know, Gringo, you know, your family or your friends or the All-Stars, you know, you did this, but they're all around you.
Yes.
You know, everyone that gave me that
Spiritual.
spot. And that's
Yeah.
including you, brother.
Of all day.
Because
I
you know
love
I'm
what you're
saying?
doing.
You know, you just every step that you do for us,
Yep.
and you do for everyone.
Yes.
So
Yes.
thank you for asking about that, and thank you to the city of Chicago. Thank you to Mayor Brandon Johnson.
Yeah.
And it was a beautiful experience.
We got a few other pictures that we need to that we can actually. Did we show them already? The other few pictures? Okay, sorry. I wanted to make
just
sure.
talking
I
away.
was sorry. I was just of course I was focusing.
I was just talking away. Sorry.
No, but I really like the fact of, you know, how they represented you, right? Honoring you with everyone in the group, right?
And can I say, not to
talk.
interrupt you, can I say
Yes, of
also,
course.
listen, I was nominated by Vilma Colon, right?
Okay.
She's one of Chicago's former alderwomen, and she just wrote a book called Lead Like a Lady, right? Amazing book. You should pick it up. But then, when I met alderperson Jesse Fuentes from 26th Ward, you want to talk about classy? I mean, I met with her a couple of times. And then when she wrote that resolution,
Yeah.
that it talked about my history,
Yeah.
my family, the
Yeah.
art. So I got to mention those names because, again, I stand on their shoulders.
Yeah.
And these are women that I would not be seen, you know, otherwise. And they took me along the hand and they said, come on, Gringo, you're going into the chambers because we want the mayor to talk to you.
Yeah.
So these were a lot of people that really gave me that boost. So I'm really thankful for them. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, Gringo, before we take a quick commercial
Got it.
break, you know, one of the things that I really thrive off of with you, and you always keep me informed of what's coming up, events that's coming up. The one event I think that you just sent me was Miranda. There
Oh,
was a
wow,
play.
yes,
There was a
yes.
play that was done for the All Stars
Sure,
that
sure.
she did, and
Yes.
she came on my show as well too, which I love because I love her ambition. I love
Oh,
her
nice.
energy.
I'm glad you
I
came.
love
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
that she's done. And when
Nice.
you told me that there was a play
Yeah.
that was honoring what you've done,
Right.
that's huge.
It is, yes.
But that's part of history and the legacy of
Yeah.
what plays was actually was
Right,
there
that's
at
part,
her.
part of the catalog. And that's right, you did meet with Miranda
Yeah.
Gonzalez. Let me let you guys know, okay, her name is, she's an amazing, She's a history-making playwright here in Chicago.
Yep.
She's Latina. Her name is Miranda Gonzalez. Actually, she's actually right now in California. She's doing a play called Mascoco, and it's about a boy doing the underground transitioning in Mexico, and he has a dream, and he kind of transitions to that. It's an amazing, amazing story. Wow. But she's coming, when she comes back to Chicago, and I had a meeting with her, there's some talk about remounting again the story.
Let's go.
So it's, you know, again, I'm honored. Here we go. You know, she says, no, we got to do it again. So we're in some talks about that. Urban Theater, Ivan Vega, you know, Tony Bruno that does the sound and lighting.
Go.
You know, these are amazing, talented people that, you know, we work all together just like what we're doing here.
Yeah.
So yeah, we talked about that. Miranda Gonzalez is she's, for her to take my book and to adapt it into this, and it was an immersive dancical play.
Yep.
So that means people were just all over the place, So it was an amazing experience. And then another thing that I honor her, that a lot of the dancers that were all-star dancers got to see themselves being played by these young actors. And some of them I lost along the way.
Yeah.
And they got to see themselves on play. And they actually told me, they go, wow, Gringo, you know, I actually feel like I'm on Broadway because, you know, you put us on the stage. So it's a full circle for me because, you know, the story continues. And I won't ever stop because that's, you know, I love art. Yeah. And I always tell people that no matter when there's a lot of people, when there's a lot of artists in a room, that room becomes a church of artists.
Let's go.
Because there's so many different artists that are together, and that's an energy that comes together.
Yes.
You know, and that's why I respect artists so much. Sometimes the person not so much, but I respect the artist. He's gotta be real. Sometimes you say, I don't like that man, but I say, man, he can do his good. I don't like him, but what he does, he knows how to paint, or he knows how to sing, or he knows how to, he's a technical guy and I like him. But, other than that, you know, so that's how I respect the art.
You gotta respect the art with the personality.
The personality, I say, don't you even, am I good? You're good. Like with your teeth, you're good. But I gotta learn that because, you know, art is subjective and people have died for art and, you know, been kidnapped for art, you know. But thank you for that.
Of course. Everybody, we got my man Gringo in the house, everybody. We're going to take a quick commercial break, everybody. We got something to show you. It's going to be right after the commercial itself. We got something going to show you a little bit of bio of my man Gringo, everybody. All right, we'll be back shortly. Let's go.
Every year, 800,000 children are reported missing. That's one child every 40 seconds. It's every parent's worst nightmare. Right now, there are 483 missing children cases still open. Your card donation can help keep kids safe and bring missing kids home. Donate your unwanted card today. Fast, free pickup, 24-hour response. Plus, you'll get the maximum tax deduction.
Call 800-723-2013.
My name is Jose Gringo Echevarria. I was a dancer for the All-Star Dance Group. In the 1980s, I was also the choreographer for the All-Star Dance Troupe. We lasted almost 14 years. After that, I continued in and out with New Generation All-Stars. Years after, I was still being involved with dance, art, music. I became a singer-songwriter with 15 house tracks. Released CD title, We Are House People, Extraordinary People. Written and produced by yours truly, Jose Gringo Echevarria. Featuring Ariel Reynolds, with music arranger Numo Dan, with many dance video films by Gringo on YouTube. The Fever is Real docuseries, along with telling stories, with many talented Chicago givers of art and education and leadership. On The Fever is Real docuseries telling stories. Your host, Gringo. Echevarria became an author. Jose Gringo Echevarria released
his 2-book series, The Real Dance Fever book, about what it's like to be a young, mostly minority kid who chose the competitive dance world over gang. In the 1980s, Chicago, Gringo, who was one of the top leaders and choreographers in Chicago's rich ethnic history, founded the only dance crew to ever make it to the big stage of McCormick Theater, the All-Star Dance Troupe. The Real Dance Fever book's author, Jose Gringo Echevarria, was adapted into a dancical, immersive play in 2019, Back in the Days, by Urban Theater Company of Chicago, written by Miranda Gonzalez, directed by Raquel Torres. The Real Dance Fever, Book 1, takes readers into an exciting and often chronicled world of dance competition and house music, a genre of dance music that originated in Chicago. Gringo's all-star dancers were chosen by the Argentine duo group North American Tour in 1982-83. Not much older than most of his dancers, Gringo had the most learning experience.
Let's go. Let's go. Dale, man. Okay, so there's so much to tell
Oh my God.
in regards to that. But we do have to say hello to the people that's online with us, right?
Oh,
'Cause
wow,
we got that
okay.
live chat going on.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we got to make sure we say hello to some great people out there.
And
as
you know,
well.
can I say real quick, the video you seen of that girl that was dancing, that's Cardi the Rage. And she's an amazing dancer. She's one of my new generation dancers. I just wanted to give her a great shout, okay? A great shout out. Thank you.
Much love.
Cardi.
Much love. Let's
Cardi.
go. John T for Free checking in. What's up, John T for Free? How's it going, buddy? And then we have Donna Marie Berg checking in as well. Let me make sure I get this right because, you know, make sure everybody can see. Yes. And yes, hope you're having a wonderful day as well, too. Thank you for your comments on here, everyone. Yes, we have Oliver Lovato. How are you, Papa?
What's
He
going
said,
on?
Good
How are you?
evening. How are you?
Saludos.
We got Lauren Klump. Lauren.
Hello, Lauren.
Hi, Lauren. How are you? Thank you so much. We got Chen XQ. Thank you. She says hi.
Hello.
Thank
Hello
you so
from
much for checking in.
Chi-Town. Hello.
Yes. We got Ceci.
Ceci.
Ocasio.
Oh, that's my niece. I love you, Ceci. Justiniano, I love you.
Oh, that's love, man. We got Numo Dan
Te
checking
amo.
in. He said,
Hey,
Rico.
Numo Dan. Oh,
Dale.
no.
Yes, yes.
I love you too, Numa Dan.
So Donna Marie Berg comes up and she has a question or a comment, I should say. She said, please let us know when the play comes together again on stage. Would love to see it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, and we'll keep you
will love it.
informed. Yeah, we'll keep you informed on there. Donna Marie Berg comes back and says, Jose, how do you keep up as dance and music changes? What happens, which happens fast? Do you learn any new dances?
Good question. Absolutely. The young lady that I just mentioned, her name is Cardi the Rage. It's a new generation. So that's the generation that I'm with. Those are the new dances. As dance changes, you know, you have different moves, you have different beats. So yeah, we do change along with the music also. And so we have different types of variety. Yeah. But as you know, dance is very different from I mean, you'll see, when you go see a play and you see modern dancing and you see some jazz dancing, but then when you see street hip-hop dancing, was something like you seen in the video just before we came on, that's really hardcore, a lot of jerking and a lot of turning around and a lot of popping. But that's what I do. I mix the jazz, the modern, and the hip-hop together. And then we have a lot of our own fusion of salsa because I'm Latino, Puerto Riqueño.
Let's go. Let's go.
But
Papa.
thank you for that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We do a little bit of everything.
Tropical Comment Media, that's Matt Baran. What's up, Matt? Wow, great to see you here. Thank you so much for tuning in. He says, hello, hope you're having a good evening in spite of everything that is going on. He He says, any opinion in regards to what is going on with Shy Arts and its potential closure? Are you familiar with the Shy Arts and the potential closure for that?
Not so much. no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, you got to give us a little bit more on that, Matt. Thank you so much for that. But the potential closure of Shy Arts, I mean, when we're thinking about anything that has to do with arts in general and its closing, that leaves someone that's actually creative.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, yes.
Out of the
Okay.
parts
I
of it. But
misunderstood.
no,
yes.
but I think there is
Yeah.
something called Shy Arts.
Okay.
That he's talking about, and
Okay.
I'm going beyond that in regards to when we seeing something. Maybe we see like someone that's a painter that has
Yes.
this very artistic, right? And they actually are a creative mind, and they're potentially going to close.
Yes.
You know, we don't want that, right? We want to be able to show what we have
Absolutely.
in Chicago. So,
Well,
Ceci-
here in our city, there's places that I've grown up in that have so many murals that are absolutely amazing.
Yes.
And in some parts in the city, they keep them up. But in some parts of the city, they knock them down. So that's history, and that art is gone forever.
Yeah.
You know, so sometimes, we go through that as artists also, and as identification, because when you go to Little Village or you go to Humboldt Park or you
Yep.
go to other places in the city,
so,
you see that, representation of the art.
Yep.
And that's something that can carry us for history.
Yes.
So it helps us along the way,
Yes.
the newbies and
Yeah.
stuff.
Hopefully that answers your question. He says, from what I understand, it is a school specifically geared towards fine arts that might face closure after being absorbed into the greater Chicago public. Now there's a
Yeah,
piece
okay.
to that
Yes.
as well too with
Yeah.
the educational
Yeah,
system
yeah.
where money is being taken away as to why that might happen. So I think that there's money that's being taken away that I know that could be causing some closure, and not just that, but in other areas within the educational system
Absolutely
as well
right.
too. So yes,
Yeah.
thank you for bringing that
Yeah,
to
can
our
I-
attention.
Can I add something to that?
Sure.
Here in Chicago, I've been working with Curie High School, and Curie High School got some amazing, talented young people, and they do all types of dances. As a matter of fact, this October 25th is their 10th year.
All right.
So what he's talking about is exactly the help and support that schools like Curie High School needs
Yes.
to try to maintain that art
Yeah.
for our young people.
Let's go.
So thank you for that question, and I want to thank Curie High School, and I want to thank Tatiana Torres, because that's the instructor and the teacher. Thank you, Latinos Juntos. Thank
Real
you.
quick, because time is flying by fast when we're just having fun. And when we have fun, Gringo, time fly by fast.
Oh my God. No, not yet.
So, Gringo, let's talk about singing and songwriting real quick, because we're going to we got a surprise for them, so they'll be able to listen to that song that I love to play.
Okay.
But when it came to you singing, because the transition from being a choreographer, when it comes to dancing, listening to house music, you got Numo Dan on the side
Yeah.
there, ready to go. When it came to you using your vocals now and start writing songs, what was the transition like, knowing that you're kind of not leaving it, but actually going down a different, kind of like what we said, pivot?
Yes.
Right, that pivot stage. What was that about?
It was a different world, kind of, sort of, because when I started producing songs, I had to mentally and prepare myself. Like when I did a song for Numo Dan and Ariel Reynolds, by the way, she's the featured artist on my CD,
Yes.
an amazing voice.
Yes.
So when I did that, I had to do the song falsetto and imagine who's singing it. So it would be Ariel. So I would sing it in falsetto because it would be easier for me to give her a demo in falsetto so she can say, okay, this is what you want. Because a girl's voice is always higher.
Of course.
So I was,
Yes.
and then also I learned by doing songs that, I'm going to let everyone out there, I've done all these songs and I've done all this, but in reality, I've had a little struggle with learning because I'm dyslexia.
Okay.
So if you guys know what that means, pick it up.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with it because I've accepted and I've gone through that in my life. I've had teachers that told me, come here, kid, and I studied, and then when I went there, she showed me. And I've gone through that along the way.
Yeah.
So when I say that is that there's always a learning curve. So when I did music, I said, I'm a creature of habit. So when I was doing music, I said, that's the one I want. I like that sound, I like that tone, I'm going to keep it like that. And then all of a sudden, when I would get together with Numo goes, no, we're going to add this sound, we're going to have this sound.
Yeah.
We're going to have this sound. Then Ariel would come and she goes, no, we're going to have the lead. We're going to have the chorus. We're going to have the melody. And then I said, well, what happened to my song? But that's amazing how magical what you think it's set in stone, how it brings up a whole brand new life to it.
That's right.
So it showed me that with music especially, and since I'm a creature of habit, when I did choreography, it was like, leave it like that.
Yeah.
Do 8 more, 16, go to the left, you jump, you turn around. I can see it in my mind. I can do it. With music, it's like, don't you even. And music is so beautiful and powerful because out of whatever we do, again, somebody's going to come in and say, I hear something else. And they can redo it.
Let's go.
But I'm here and I did everything I did again, Rico, because of Numo Dan. He's a great mentor to this community, and just like you, we give back.
That's
so
right.
Thank you, Numo and Ariel Reynolds.
Numo Dan, thank you so much for tuning in, man. He said, Shy Arts. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yep.
See?
So the only other option for young artistic talent is to find clubs that are also strapped for cash, or to take expensive lesson elsewhere. Yeah, that's you're right about that. That's exactly what's actually happening here. But we're gonna take another commercial break. But after this commercial, everybody, we got something special for you. We want you guys to make sure you listen to the great sounds of Ariel Reynolds. We got Numo Dan in the back end, and of course, this is called Extraordinary People. So make sure you stay tuned. Right after this commercial break, we're gonna go right into it. We'll see you later. Let's go.
Feeling sluggish? Struggling with stubborn weight and visceral fat? It's time to reset with Fupa Water. Packed with powerhouse ingredients like spirulina, turmeric, and aloe vera, Fupa Water is your daily detox and hydration boost all in one. Flush out toxins, energize your body, and say goodbye to that stubborn belly fat. Ready to feel lighter and stronger? Get yours today at fupawater.com. And for a limited time, use code RNSS for the Rico No Suave show and get an additional 10% off.
There are a lot of different faces from a lot of different places. But where I go, where I go, yes. Same destination with no love qualifications. Well, sometimes that's not good enough. Oh, when you give so much emotion, even when you gave your best, and you felt like giving up. Oh, you should know we are compassionate people. We are compassionate people. Ordinary, extraordinary people. you were my mother, my father, my friend, yeah. I thought I'd see you in the end, yeah. We are compassionate people. We are compassionate people. Yeah. Ordinary, extraordinary people we are. Yeah. All of us are ordinary, extraordinary people. Yeah. Extraordinary people. That's what we are. Anyway you got it, we are. No extraordinary, ordinary people we are. Compassionate people. We are compassionate people. We are compassionate people. We are compassionate people. Yeah, yeah. My mother, my sister, my father, my brother, my friend. Yeah, yes. We are compassionate people. Ordinary people. Extraordinary people. We are. We are. Ordinary, extraordinary people. We are.
Man, what can I tell you about this?
Thank you.
What can I tell you about
Thank
this? It's the reason why we have this right here. The
Oh,
Real
wow.
Dance Fever.
Nice.
And the reason why we put this book up, but also big shout out to Ariel Reynolds and Numo Dan, to you, Gringo, and
Thank
the people
you.
that supported listening to your music.
Thank you. Thank
right?
you
And
out there. Thank
yeah,
you.
it's I think one of the biggest things that I really love about whenever I hear that song, and I play it here and there because it sticks to me, right?
Okay.
It sticks to me because we played it on the show before.
What song you?
The Extraordinary People. Oh no, we play another one. We play some other ones of your music as well too
Okay.
that I have that you gave me.
Oh, okay, okay. I
Yeah,
see,
yeah, that
okay.
you gave me.
Nice.
Right?
Thank you. Thank you.
So in some of the music that you can tell it's the style of Gringo.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Okay.
house music, but it's the style of Gringo.
Numo tells me the same thing.
Yeah,
You got a distinct style.
Yes.
He tells me that.
you do.
Yeah.
You have a distinct style
You do,
because
you
the
tell me no more.
creativity
Yeah.
is there, right? And I think because it's there, that's what makes Gringo,
Nice.
right?
Yes.
So when we hear your
Yes.
name, that's like Louis Vega. Louis Vega put something on that's
Yeah.
different. You're
Lovely,
like, oh, that's
yeah.
Vega right there, right? But that's definitely you, man. So congratulations,
Thank
man,
you,
once
thank you,
again
thank you.
for everything that you're actually doing. Transition into the book.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about the book
Okay,
because I know
okay.
we kind of talk about history. We talk about. Let's give us a brief synopsis of. You have multiple books.
Yes, I have two because it's part two
Okay.
of the trilogy of the first book, and it's really a story of some urban kids that came together to dance, and art and music brought them together. And out of that, they grew and they respected art and they stood away from the streets and gang violence. All that was near us, close to us all the time. We were looking for places to dance and to be seen. And out of that, part two is where we're already adults and we come together and we kind of reminisce on what we did. And then we kind of come back, try to dance and respect art. A lot of the people from the All-Stars from that book are very good pillars to our community. We have doctors, we have lawyers, we have a couple of people that work in the health industry. So I'm really proud of that because they give back. And then when they want to dance, I'm like, oh my God, okay, you got to go dance now. Go save a life, you're a nurse. But it's an awesome feeling. And the book is about that. It's just about a group of kids that, came together despite all the things in life that came thrown to them, and they just didn't give up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the surroundings like when you were giving back to the community? When I say giving back to the community, you were dancing. But there was always people on the outside that didn't think that they can dance or could be part of a group. Have you had anyone from the outside looking in and say, man, you guys are rocking it. We love what you're doing. and it's cool because you're actually influencing them not to be on the streets and doing anything
Okay.
crazy. Have you actually ran into people like that as well?
Sure. Yeah, we did when we were younger. Yeah, we used to run in. A lot of the people that would tell us, man, that's really nice, were people because also were shy to actually dare to do what we did.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of people like that. And I got to tell you that, me, myself, I'm an introvert. So art saved me because when I was in school, I had my curls and my clothes didn't match and I was all over the place. But when they said there's a talent show, I was like, there's a talent show? And then I got people together, and that was courageous because I forgot about how introvert. And then everyone in the hallway would tell me, "Hey, dude, man, can you show me how to dance?" And then the girls were like, "Can you show me?" So art is powerful for anybody out there.
Let's go.
So, but thank you for that question because art was something that I had to listen to in order for me to be free and be a different. Because we all change in our lives, as we grow older, But yeah, that was a great experience, and having everyone in the All Stars be part of that, an amazing experience.
Guys, you got to let me know because I know you saw the bio. And if you looked at the bio and you saw the pictures of Gringo, you got to tell me if he looks the same. To me, he still looks the same. He still has that young face. And we talk about uniqueness in regards to music. He's unique in regards to his character and his face, and he's still the same Gringo,
Ay,
man.
Dios mío. That's when I had hair. He goes, if you go back and you see that bio and then you see the hair, it's going to be Ricky Ricardo. But thank you. That's funny.
Hey, Mari Avila is checking in.
Oh,
She's
Mari,
checking in.
I love you.
Hello,
I love you,
Mari.
Mari Avila.
Thank you so much.
Lady promoter, I love you.
Appreciate you. And Donna Marie Bird says, extraordinary, passionate, compassionate people. She's talking about the extraordinary
Thank you.
people.
That is so sweet.
As well, too. Thank you
That's
guys so
very
much
nice.
for
Thank
actually
you.
tuning in. We love you guys and people that's watching on your TV as well, too. Thank you guys so much. You guys are
Everyone
awesome.
out there, thank
We love exactly what you guys are actually doing. All right, Gringo. Man, there's a time where I gave you a shirt.
I still got that shirt,
I know.
man.
So now I got another one, right? I got
Amazing.
another one for you. Now you can give
Amazing.
this to whoever you wish.
No.
Right? We get this to whoever you wish. Now because you have the shirt, now that shirt was a vintage shirt.
Yeah.
Now this one is kind of modernized,
Okay,
right? But it's the
okay.
same color.
Yes.
But it's a little bit bolder
I'm
now.
proud, yes, of course.
Gringo, this shirt is for you.
Thank you.
It's for you because not only did you come back with All-Star
No, we can't do that. We gotta have some respect here. Gotta close that star
I
out.
love you, dude.
Love
I
you
love
more,
you,
man.
I love
It's all
you.
about that
This
right there.
this shirt right here
Thank you.
is your accomplishments, but also things that you have done over the past years
Wow.
of keeping the dance fever going.
Thank you.
That's what matters
Thank
to
you.
me when I give you this shirt because everything you've been doing and everybody that supports you and love you is because this is why it's symbolism that you've always been part of the family.
Thank you so much.
And you'll continue to be so.
Thank
Let's
you
go.
so much.
Yes.
Well,
Let's
I
go.
accept this shirt, and I'm proud of this shirt.
Let's go.
Because I have your shirt, and I'm proud of you for giving me your shoulders to stand on.
Yes.
And thank you, everyone out there, for supporting.
Rico No
There
Suave.
you go. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you guys. All right, everybody, before we get out of here, we got to show you his social media, everyone. And so you can actually tell people where you can buy the book, too.
Yeah. Can I say really quick?
Talk
I
to
love you, Evo. I love you, Justiniano family.
Eso.
Thank you for loving me.
Eso. So let's put up his social media real quick. We got Gringo All-Star, just one L. Echevarria. Make sure you go to Instagram, everybody. Make sure you go and follow him because he's posting all the time. He's posting events here in Chicago. If you're out of town, come on in Chicago. You know we got events all the time. So come and show some love. And here's the last one on Facebook. Jose Echevarria, mi gente. So make sure you go ahead and don't spam him. Say you saw him on Rico No Suave show, right? So make sure you go and check him out and continue to get up with that
Absolutely.
dance fever.
We can talk,
Where can they
absolutely.
where can they buy the book?
The book is at AmazonKindle.com.
Okay.
You can get it there right now, and then I'm working on the audio book. So right now you can get it there at AmazonKindle.com.
They might not be able to hear you because the microphone.
Oh man, I'm I'm sorry,
You can say it
everyone.
again, you can say
I
it
said the book. You can get it at AmazonKindle.com. Thank you so much. You could probably pick it up. You can pick it up there, and then I'm working on the audio for the book. Okay. Thank you so much.
Let's
I'm
go.
sorry.
Gringo.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you.
Pleasure having
Rico,
you on the show.
You're an
man.
amazing guy.
Thank you.
You're a staple here in our community in
Thank you.
Chicago. Thank you for everything you do.
I appreciate
you.
Everybody put your hands together. Jose Gringo Echevarria.
All-star!
All-star, baby. All right, everybody, we got to get out of here. Your boy Rico No Suave. Thank you guys so much for actually another great show. Hey, I told you the hour is going to go by fast because we love what we do around here. Giving you great guests, but also people with a great purpose, everybody. So make sure you continue to stay safe out there. We got to show you our social media, everybody, before we get out of here. It is our website, www.riconosuaveshow.com. Make sure you go and show some love there. Here's the next one. Ba-ba-boom. It is Facebook. Make sure you go to Rico No Suave Show, everybody. Make sure you go ahead and like and love. Here's the next one. Oh, yeah, it's Instagram. Make sure you go ahead and follow us on Instagram, Rico No Suave. And this next one is important, everybody, because we love YouTube, and YouTube loves us. Go ahead and subscribe, everybody. Subscribe to our YouTube channel because you'll be able to rewatch this if you haven't seen it, right? And you can share this as well, too, from YouTube. Rico No Suave Show, last but not least, it turns into a podcast, everybody, because we're a talk show, but you can go to audio, mixcloud.com/Rico No Suave Show. Turn it into audio while you're driving and listen to Gringo and Rico just getting crazy on the Rico No Suave Show. Everybody, we got to get out of here, but thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next time as we end off the show just like this.